Hey there, Retro Games fans, this is Andy C from Piece of 8-Bit. Welcome to this week's episode of The Bit Between, and this week we are looking at, as you can probably tell from the screen, Diablo. So The Bit Between, just for those of you who don't watch my videos or are first timers, basically every week I'll look at a game that I haven't played for a long time, or sometimes a game that I've never even played before, and I'll tell you a little bit about it, and then I play through for about 10 minutes, just to kind of give you a bit of a flavour for how the game works and what it looks like, and I'll tell you a little bit about what I think about it on the way. So, as I mentioned, this is Diablo, and before Diablo 2, 3 and 4, obviously the world of RPG was taken by storm by this game here in the small cursed town of Tristram, and it was released in 1996 by Blizzard North, and the original Diablo really didn't just make waves, it created an entirely new genre. The story behind it is almost as interesting as the game itself. Diablo was first conceived as a turn-based strategy title by David Brevik and his Condor team. When Blizzard came on board, they suggested one big change, which is to make it real-time. That shift basically transformed Diablo into the fast and addictive click-to-move hack and slash that players just couldn't put down. And what really set it apart was that atmosphere, those dark gothic visuals, the grim storytelling, and that really haunting soundtrack that pulled you into that world that felt more horror than fantasy. And then there were those unforgettable moments, like the first time you hear the butcher growl fresh meat before charging at you. And it wasn't just a single player experience either. It launched alongside Blizzard's brand new service Battle.net, which lets players team up, trade, or even betray each other in the dungeons. And it was one of those first times that online multiplayer just felt seamless and quite social. And of course the impact was huge. Diablo laid the foundation for the action RPG genre, inspiring games like Torchlight, Path of Exile, and even influencing loot-based shooters like Destiny. And of course, it kicked off one of Blizzard's biggest franchises, which sequels only really just grew into legend. So, in this playthrough, I'm going to head back to where it all began, the original Diablo, and see how this classic holds up nearly 30 years later. Alright, so let's dive straight in. So, I haven't really played this game, other than last week, when I was talking about my top 10 games that you must own if you have to go back to Windows 95 or you're playing Windows 95 again. And I had a quick go at Rogue then, did a little bit of the game, and thought, actually, do you know what, this would be really good for The Bit Between. As I mentioned in that video, I hadn't played this game for a really long time, and so it's going to be a little bit of a repeat of what I did last time. Like I said, I did try Sorcerer earlier, and I died all the time. So I've gone for Rogue this time. Hello. Don't remember that person being there before.
Please. Listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Everyone is dead. Killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
Okay. Alright, in we go then.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
That's very dramatic. There we go, that's better. This is easier. Okay, what we got in here? So there's lots and lots of loot, and that's what this is all about. So I'm going to pick some bits and pieces up here. This is already a lot easier than playing with the Sorcerer. You'll hear me clicking around, I apologise for that. I might have got a noisy mouse. I should have picked a quieter mouse. Look for then is a way of getting downstairs. Every time you play this, you'll notice it's slightly different as well, which is kind of cool. So it's kind of procedurally generated. All the dungeons are kind of random. And sometimes you can play this game and get quite lucky. Okay. Click, 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 click. Was there anything in there? I don't think there was anything in there, was there? No. Okay. Let's have a bit of a wander down here. Anything down here? Oh, there's a door. Let's go into this room here. What's that? Oh, skeleton guy. I think could be something there, isn't there? Something fun. Oh, there's somebody lurking down there. just love the animation in this as well. For a 90s game, I mean, this is 1996, you've got to remember, this is... it's a pretty good looking game, I think. Really kind of shows off the power of PC gaming and Windows 95 gaming at the time. The trouble with doing these videos, though, as I will discuss next week, when I do the... next week, obviously, I will look at the... what it's been like to actually live with Windows 95 for a week. And I can tell you right away, spoiler alert, that it has been somewhat of a mixed bag. You know, I've been playing a lot of games, played Age of Empires, for instance, and you know, it would crash out. I had a lot of trouble with X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, which I promised I would tell you all about next week. Yeah, this game seems to play okay, and I haven't had too many problems with it, famous last words. But I am going to go on the basis that this is 90s PC gaming, so I probably will save quite a bit. Let me deal with this guy here, and what is that thing? Now, what have I got down here? I have mana and healing. Do I need any healing? Yeah, let's have a bit of healing, because I'm not actually looking all that good, actually. That's not how you do it. How do you do it? I can't remember now. Click, right, click, there we go. That's better. I was actually a bit low on the health there, I didn't even realise that. Oh, there's a lot going on in here. A lot going on in here. And the nice thing about the point and click mouse, the whole mouse thing, is sorry, just concentrate. Oh, the whole advantage to the mouse is that it is nice and quick, and the way that the game plays is a little bit different to how you might play a game similarly on a console. So let's go very quickly. This is the addiction of this game: trying to find loot, exploration, and killing guys. Killing zombies and monsters and things. Oh, what's not to like? It's a very simple concept, really, when you think about it. Good versus evil, classic fare. How do I get into there? Can I get into there? Yes. Can I go this way? No. Can I go through here? Yes. Oh, loads of guys. Loads of dudes. Clickety click click click. Right, okay, what is in here? Let's have a look in this cupboard here. Alright, a book. What is that? A scroll. Can we go in here? Yes. It's a big church. It did not look that big from outside. I'd love to hear your memories of this game. Apologies for the quietness on the commentary. I'm just concentrating as I'm trying to figure out where I need to go. Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this and whether you played any of the sequels. I didn't really play the sequels all that much, I'll be honest with you. And to be perfectly honest with you, I never played this game loads. I mean, it was on my radar, and obviously I think anybody who's a gamer has heard of Diablo. And yeah, it's not a game that I played loads of, but I did enjoy, and I totally got why people were addicted. I mean, there were some people who were just huge Diablo fans. You definitely need the map, that is for sure. Let's scroll. So let's pick up some health here. Okay, and then there's apparently a door here. I've not been through there yet, so let's do that. You can just, right away, for any of you who are watching this and remember playing this game before, you'll know just how dangerously addictive this game is. You can just lose hours doing all of this, you know, trying to find your way around, picking things up, slaughtering the monsters. We've got everything from in here. Making sure you've picked everything, making sure you've explored everywhere. Oh, what's that? There we go. Okay. Leveling up. Improving your player stats, you know, all of those things just got you hooked for hours and hours and hours. And I wasn't even one of those people that was hooked for long periods of time. And I think as well, one of the things I do really like about this game is it does remind me of sort of, you know, back in the day when we had games like Night Law and stuff like that, you know, those kind of games. I remember how kind of blown away by those kind of isometric cutaway 3D style graphics that you had back in the 80s, and thinking how awesome those games were. So when you saw games like this come later, which were just so much more established with these really good soundtracks and you know, dark stories and all that kind of stuff. It really did. Hang on a minute. Is there a door here? There is the door. Where's the door? Come on. Ah, there it is. Got it. Right, here we go. Can we get these dudes? It really was, for a lot of people, I think, you know, just a really major step forward. And it's no surprise, really, that Blizzard just absolutely bossed. Well, they were just bossing it at this time. We had Warcraft, we had Starcraft, and then we had this. And, you know, as you'll discover if you go and watch my video from last week, you'll see just how influential Blizzard were through this period of time, and how important their games were. And obviously leading to games like World of Warcraft and things like that later on, which were just an absolute cultural phenomenon. But they all started with games like this. You know, they all started with your World of Warcraft 2, your Starcrafts, your Diablos. And so they are just great games. Man, I could just get stuck into this for ages. You get the idea now of what is going on. I've got another level up here, so let's do that. Well, I've got 5, so let's increase. Let's go vitality a little bit, and then let's do a little bit of strength as well. There we go. Right. Okay. It's a really simple interface as well. As you can see, it just literally point and click and stuff. You know, and again, that is part of the reason why this game features on your Windows 95 must-have list, because it really does benefit from that kind of point and click PC gaming that you just, like I said earlier, you just can't really achieve on a console. It's just a different style of game. Right, come on then, let's be having it. Let's have that. Now, here's the thing. You can see up here, the top left-hand side of the screen here. I have got a lot more to explore, and you can also see here some steps. So I could continue to explore, which is probably what I would normally do. Oh, hang on, I've got room here. Do I explore? Do I collect? Oh, actually, I'm kind of stuck here now when I look at all these dudes. Let's get all these guys. I'm going to be in trouble now. Hang on. Okay. Scroll of identity. Right. Oh, I could really do with some health around about now. Right, let's go to those steps. Let's go to those steps over there. Let's collect that. Bit of gold. Bit of gold. Let's go over to these steps here. I'm sure there's more for me to explore over there. Oh, look at, oh, this might be a mistake. Probably was a mistake. Oh dear. And I died. And that's probably a good place to leave it. So there you go. That was it. What do I do at this point? I can go to new game. I mean, it's pretty brutal, right? You got to stay on top of it, otherwise, you know, there's no extra lives here. That's it. I'm done. So all that loot that I collected there. Look at all of those scrolls. Look at all that mana that I collected. All good for nothing. Got as far as level 1. Not very good. I should have gone down the steps, and you'd have got the general idea there, wouldn't you? But there you go. So that is it. That is Diablo. That's my bit between. Really great fun. It's good to go back and play it. And you know what? And I say this quite often in these games when I pick these games to play. It's something I feel like I want to go back and play some more. But I just don't have time. Just don't have time to go play these games. But really, really enjoyable game. I really like it. It is just, as soon as you get back into it, my goodness me, it really draws you back in again. And you can lose hours and hours playing it. And it is still so playable in 2025, as you can see. feel like I want to go and check out the sequels now. Maybe that'll come in another bit between later on. But yeah, that's it for today. And yeah, thanks very much for watching as always. If you do enjoy these videos, please do hit that like and subscribe button. Got a few things coming up. Obviously, as I mentioned, we have got the review of Windows 95 for the month, and a month with. That's coming up on Friday. And then in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be up to Buck for Play Expo, which I mentioned a couple of times now. And I will also be announcing very shortly what our next console is going to be, which is why I haven't told you what's going to be in next week's Bit Between or next Friday's video, because otherwise that'll be a spoiler. So stay tuned for that, on the announcement on that on Friday, and I'll let you also know exactly what it's been like to be living with Windows 95 for this last month, and it has not been smooth sailing. Obviously you can go check out my install video, and obviously there's also the monthly minutes on Mondays, Monday minutes on the Monday, which is a short playthrough of a game that I've looked at before in the past as well. So that's it from me. Please do all take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one. See you around. Bye for now.